Some of us dream of owning that seaside cottage one day, but it's not always possible. So whether you live by the sea or you live inland, I have a DIY project for you that allow you to bring that nautical feeling into your home. In this DIY project, I'm going to show you how to create and make your own wooden paddle or rowing oar, because these things remind me of the ocean and boats, and sometimes they're not always easy to find. So what you'll need for this project is the following: wood glue, pencil and measuring tape, a speed square, clamps, rope, scissors, chalk paint, a paintbrush set, a sander, and 2 wooden pine bars. The first step is to create your paddle and the shape and the size and the length that you want it. So I'm going to show you I have 2 pine bars here, one that is slightly thinner and one that is slightly wider. The thinner one is used as the spine of our paddle, and then the slightly wider one is going to be used to create the paddle at the bottom. I'll show you how. So what I'm going to do is measure out the lengths that I want. I think I wanted about 110 centimeters, and then the paddle parts I'm going to make markings at a 45-degree angle and cut those to size 2. Great, the wood is now cut and we can start looking at the shape of our paddle. What you do is grab the middle one and then the 2 other pieces of wood cut at 45-degree angles. They go on either side like that. Look how great that looks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wood glue it together, hold it together with some clamps, and only once that's dried and made contact will I go in with sanding for smoothing this paddle. To smooth the wood down, I simply sand it using 180 grit paper before staining and painting it. Great, now that I've dusted it off, we can get into staining the project and making it look like a paddle or an oar. So what I'm using is this awesome gel stain in antique pine. I think it's going to really bring out the wooden structure of this paddle and give it a deep dark stain. So here we go. What I love about this gel stain is it really soaks into the wood and it gets the grain popping out and giving this paddle so much character. The stain is dry and now we can get into decorating our DIY oars. So what I'm going to do is use this chalk paint over here in colors that remind me of the beach, like beautiful sandy colors as well as ocean blue colors. And I'm going to use some masking tape and do some vertical lines on each of the paddles, and maybe do a thick line in the middle and a thin line on either side, just to give this project that pop of color. When it comes to choosing your paint colors, let your creativity lead the way. If bright and bold is your style, then look at bright reds and deep navy blues. Chalk paint is perfect for this project as it lends a lived-in look and feel to the oars. Our paint is dry, and before I peel back the painter's tape, I want to go in with some clear wax and put a coat on top of the colors because it really adds depth to the colors as well as giving it a sheen look. I've removed the tape and I can see that the paint has done a bit of bleeding on the sides. That's because we put different pieces of wood together and there were gaps for the paint to seep into. But not to worry, in DIY you have to think on your feet, and I've decided that these wooden panels would look just perfect if they look a little bit weathered and like they've been used. So I'm going in with some sandpaper and I'm going to sand, let a bit of the wood show through and sand away some of the paint. I absolutely love the weathered rustic look we've given our wooden paddles. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more nautical charm to our project, and that's where rope comes in. Okay, so what I want to do is just at the end of each paddle, I want to add a couple of layers of rope like how you wrap it round, but I'm not going to wrap it round because I'm actually going to put these flat against the wall. So what I'm going to do is cut pieces to size and stick them side by side, clamp them down and wait for them to dry. Go. It's dry and it's looking good. I like the little rope effect on the ends of these wooden paddles. Next, I'm going to grab some scrap wood and I'm going to drill just 2 holes on either side of each paddle because that's how I'm going to secure it to the wall using wall plugs. Now it's time to attach it to the wall using wall plugs and a masonry drill bit. A handy tip for transferring measurements from the paddle to the walls is to make use of masking tape. Simply stick the tape onto the oars, mark out where you have the holes, and stick the same masking tape onto the wall. Continue to drill through the masking tape and secure the project to the wall. I hope this DIY project floats your boat because it's that easy and inexpensive to bring that nautical feel to your home decor.